Today we're exploring a city that's often overlooked but has some fun surprises up its sleeve, Omaha, Nebraska. From world-class zoos to quirky local eats, the city has a little bit of everything. Come with us as we spend 24 hours exploring this hidden gem in the Midwest, and let me know what your favorite spot is in the comments. Today we're in Nebraska and we're going to spend the entire day exploring Omaha. We started the day at Control Coffee and Cereal Bar, which is my two favorite things combined. You select your cereal, you pick a couple toppings, and then you pick the milk you want, plus order a coffee, and then they have all sorts of video games you can play while you're eating. This coffee shop has Guitar Hero that you can play at the back. Pops is playing bass. You gotta strum when you press the buttons. And just like that, 3-1. Good way to start the day in Omaha. I like Omaha. I can't believe this is the first time I've seen something like this, and I hope that I see more of them in the future. From there, we headed over to one of the top stops in Omaha, the Durham Museum. This museum is located inside of Omaha's Union Station, which was built in 1931. When the station closed in the 1970s, it was actually donated to the city of Omaha, and then it became the Western Heritage Museum. Over the years, it has improved a lot and is now a Smithsonian affiliate, and due to donations from the Durham family, it was able to go through a massive renovation, and that's why it's called the Durham Museum today. This is a very strong museum. Look at how interactive everything is. You can explore all of the different areas. There was the children area that you already saw Pops playing at. This is cool. The mainstay of the museum is an exhibit dedicated to the region's history, with lots of history on Omaha and the Midwest as a whole. There's a massive miniature train track through here, which is really cool. It even has a movie theater. The highlight for me here was definitely the old train cars that you could walk into and explore. They were really well preserved, and there was multiple that you could walk through, and there was even a volunteer in one of them that told me the history of the train that I was in. In addition to the permanent exhibits, they also have a good selection of traveling exhibits that visit the museum.
Back in the day, there was this television program called Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, and you can see it was all about animals and different foreign places. It was a cool thing back in the day. I actually remember watching some of the episodes.
When we were there, the traveling exhibit was on Jane Goodall, who's a primatologist and spent many years with chimpanzees. I was somewhat familiar with her story, but being able to have a deep dive like this was amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. However they're displaying this is really unique.
That's an impressive exhibit. It travels. As extensive as it is, it's a pretty amazing exhibit.
I agree. I've never seen as many interactive elements as they had, like tech elements. That was really cool. On the way out, be sure to spend some time exploring the beautifully preserved old Union Station. It's definitely one of the highlights of the museum. We're heading down near the river to walk around a little bit, but we had to stop to see a statue of the man, the myth, the legend, Chef Boyardee. The statue was installed in 2011 right outside of ConAgra, who used to have their headquarters in Omaha and who owns Chef Boyardee brand now. Basically across the street from the statue is the Heartland of America Park at the Riverfront. This is a great place to walk with fountains and beautiful views out across the water. From there we headed over to the mall at the Riverfront, and I would say that this was the area that made me really fall in love with Omaha. I can't believe how amazing this outdoor park is that they created for families in 2018. It's a digital art display underneath the bridge. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
I've seen it. This is really cool.
It's starting to rain. The walking path here takes you under the 10th Street Bridge, and there's an amazing digital art installation and then many other art installations along the water. I've never seen a downtown park like this in any of the cities that I've explored, and I would love to come back here with my kids as they would be all about this place. Heading back to where we parked, we spent some time on the swings, checked out the amazing playground for kids, and then I figured I had to hit the downtown slides before we continued on. Here I go. I didn't go as fast as I thought I would, but this downtown area of Omaha is incredible. So amazing for families and just fun to walk around and explore. I'm digging Omaha. Alright, we're in downtown Omaha, still in its lunchtime, and we are heading to supposedly the best burger in all of America. We specifically came here for all of the awards that this restaurant has received, and Alton Brown actually called it his favorite hamburger in America about a decade ago. That's just one of the dozens of awards they've received that were all over the wall of the restaurant, and it was a long wait, so we knew it probably had to be good. We couldn't decide what to get, so we got the pulled pork sandwich, the mushroom fries, and what was supposedly the best burger in the nation. This burger has cheese, ham, a sunny side up egg, green onions, mustard, and truffle mayo on a ciabatta roll. Alright, Pops is digging in.
This looks amazing. It's fantastic. The way it's seasoned is really, really nice. Really well cooked burger. Yeah, this is excellent.
Alright, my turn. Perfect ratio of meat to toppings to bun. Really good, strong flavor from the burger, but from the egg, from the sauce. There's some ham on there too, a little bit of smokiness from the ham. Wow, that's an incredible burger.
Is it the best burger I ever had? I don't know. But it is really well kind of put together, and the flavors blend nicely, and you get that layered kind of thing that you like with really nice food. So, well done.
So we had to wait about 30 minutes to order and get our food. Absolutely worth the wait. The French fries there, the funky fungi French fries, might even have been better than the burger.
So this is one of the best things I've had in a while. The gravy and the truffle aioli, oh my gosh. Even the cheese curds, the way they were melted, that was fabulous. Funky fungi fries.
Funky fungi fries and the croque garçon, something like that burger. Heading on to explore more Omaha. Next up, we headed down to the Old Market District of Omaha, with our first stop being at Hollywood Candy. This one-of-a-kind candy store is something you truly have to see to believe, and it's been here since 2007. This is a Model A Ford popcorn truck from 1931. Look at how cool that is. Of course the store sells candy, but it also has souvenirs, retro collectibles, statues, and even a pinball area in the back. There's thousands of Pez dispensers in here. You literally have no idea what you're going to see as you round each corner in this store. When my dad and I found the pinball area in the back with machines that looked like they were from the 1950s, we spent a good amount of time there. He's laughing at you, Pops. Watch out, Pops! I mean, just look at it. This store is great for kids and the kids at heart. That is one of the coolest stores I have ever been in. We spent 45 minutes and could have spent a lot longer. Gonna explore a few more stores before we continue on. I honestly think the Old Market area is one of my favorite shopping places I've been to in a long time. First, there was Jackson Street Booksellers with as many books as you could possibly imagine. Then there was a clothing shop called Raygun, which called itself the best store in the universe and had lots of funny shirts. And then lastly, there was the amazing Imaginarium, which I can barely even describe. It had every pop culture item you could possibly imagine. I mean, it even had this cool imported section that didn't even look like you were in the same store. We don't usually get into shopping, but I have to say, Omaha's shopping is tailored to Pops and I think, with some of these stores.
Go in there, just fun to look around and see what's there. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, this is a fun town. I'm still full from lunch, but I heard that Ted and Wally's is a good place to get ice cream, so check that out if you want some ice cream. Heading on, we went to the Lewis and Clark Visitor Center, where one of the rangers actually knew us from our videos before going out back to see a bridge. This pedestrian bridge is known as the Bob Bridge, and there's a monster underneath it that we're gonna go check out right now.
He's a troll, he's not a monster.
What a cool bridge. It basically only has a few places that are holding it up. It's really unique looking. Here's Omar's walking stick, and you can see, watch Omar's story on omarthetroll.com.
This guy Omar is awesome. He's not frightening at all. He's not a monster.
What's up, buddy? Just garden under the bridge? Pops and his buddy Omar.
Omar's got 3 toes.
How many toes do you need?
And his takes.
And after spending a little bit of time with him, we decided to go walk out on the bridge. Hi, I'm Bob, and I'm a bridge. I'm 3,000 feet long. One of the best things about this spot is just the cool story they created with Omar and Bob the Bridge, which makes it fun for the whole family to see. I don't know if this is true or not, but we were told this is the longest pedestrian bridge that connects 2 states. Also, there may or may not be something called bobbing, where you take a picture with your feet in both states. Pops, let's do some bobbing.
Hey, where should I stop for the best corn? That's the joke around here. Mr. Iowa.
Which one has the best corn?
Now I'm bobbing, so I'm going to vote for both.
There's Pops, he's bobbing. I'm not really sure if any locals actually refer to it as bobbing, so let me know if they do in the comments. But supposedly, bobbing is when you come over here and you straddle the state line and you take a picture or a selfie. I'm also bobbing right now. I'm in both states. Also, Bob the Bridge has both a Twitter and an Instagram. I love that the bridge has a name and that they have a term for standing on both states. Plus, Pop walked all the way to the end because he was feeling motivated.
And on top of it all, they have Omar the Troll. I love Omar.
I agree, this is fun. There's Omar the Troll sitting right below the bridge, right there. Also, I should note that this bridge is 3,000 feet and crosses the Missouri River, and it was built in 2008. So Pops had some work to do, and I decided to go to the #1 tourist attraction in Omaha, the zoo. If you do any research on Omaha before you come, you'll notice that the Omaha Zoo is often voted one of the best in the United States. It's over 100 years old, and it was started in 1894 as the Riverview Park Zoo. The zoo has grown to over 130 acres in the last 100 years, and it has 2 million annual visitors. While I could make a 30-minute video on just the zoo, here are a few of the highlights. First, you have to check out the Desert Dome, which cost over $30 million to build in 2002. This is one of the world's largest indoor deserts at around 42,000 square feet. Here you can see everything from a burrowing owl and a bobcat to a rattlesnake. I have to admit, I was almost more excited about the dome and the different exhibits in it, such as the waterfalls and all of the plant life, than I even was the animals. The Desert Dome felt futuristic and almost like something out of a movie, with how you actually felt like you were in a desert while you're in the heart of Omaha. I can't imagine what it's like to be here in the winter. I've been to a lot of zoos, but that Desert Dome is pretty incredible. The next thing you should see is the aquarium, which supposedly has over 1.2 million gallons of water in its many different exhibits. In here you can see the flooded Amazon rainforest, coral reefs, a shark tank, and you can see the Arctic. I really enjoyed seeing the puffins, which are one of my favorite animals, and then of course being able to walk through this massive aquarium tunnel. So cool. That was a pretty great aquarium as well. It probably would have been worth the price all by itself. Next up, you can walk into the Butterfly and Insect Pavilion. Here they have an area where you can see butterflies flying all around you, and they have all sorts of different insects that you can see on display as well. The last must-see area is the African Grasslands exhibit. When they built this exhibit, they expanded the park boundaries and created a 28-acre area. Here you can see everything from elephants and giraffes to rhinoceros and even meerkats. It's a massive area that really allows you to see these animals in their natural habitats, and I thought it was an easy highlight of the zoo, even though I didn't get to see any of the elephants up close because they were feeding. It should be noted that I'm going through this zoo relatively quickly, and you probably want to plan an entire day here. Alright, so I spent about 2 hours at the zoo. That is a really good zoo. I think the San Diego one is still the best I've ever been to, but that's not far behind. Really fun, and I'd love to spend more time there. Now I'm gonna get Pops and we're gonna head to dinner. Supposedly Omaha created the Reuben sandwich, so we're going to the place that's supposed to be the best for that. Supposedly the Reuben was created in 1925 in Omaha at the Blackstone Hotel. But nowadays, if you ask for the best spot to get this sandwich, you'll probably be told to go to Crescent Moon. Plus, they also have Reuben egg rolls here if that was something you needed to try. We grabbed a salad and a Reuben sandwich to share, and a Reuben has corned beef, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, a house-made sauce, and is served on a marble rye.
Supposedly the best Reuben in Omaha, where the Reuben was created. meat is amazing. The bread is fabulous. The sauce is good. This is the best Reuben I've ever had by far, hands down. Outstanding.
Pops, do you have any follow-up thoughts about that Reuben?
It was just really excellent. The way that the flavors were blended, the way that they mixed the Russian dressing with the coleslaw. The coleslaw was not overpowering. The cheese was more subtle. I would have expected a little more from the cheese, and it was a huge difference between like a Reuben and a corned beef sandwich. I think most of the time when you get a Reuben, it's like a corned beef sandwich, and this was very different in that regard. So I really liked it.
My dad was obsessed with the Reuben, so I let him take the lead on that review, and then we had one more stop in Omaha, which led us back to the old market area. I don't know if I've shared this yet in my videos, but I'm a huge fan of tiki bars, and I seek them out whenever I have the opportunity. Luckily, we were told about a good tiki bar in Omaha, and that's where we decided to end the night. Laka Lono Rum Club is basically everything you could want from a tiki bar. It's big, it has all sorts of unique drinks, some served in fun cups, and it looks like you're in some type of oasis or even a shipwreck with all of the different skeletons, including a skeleton of a mermaid. We're ending the night by going to Tiki Bar for me, and Pops is along for the ride.
I'm going to have a nice time watching.
I mean, like, honestly, can you have a better time watching than this crazy bar? And look at this.
I don't have to look at him, I can look at the skeletons.
There's something crazy happening at our tiki bar right now. Look at guys. And with that, our time in Omaha is done. Pops, what'd you think of Omaha?
Omaha's a lot of fun. We went into this shop that had a t-shirt that said, Omaha is way better than I thought it would be. And that's my sentiment exactly. I thought Omaha was a lot of fun. Downtown area is great. Yeah, great spot.
Let us know what we left off if you're a local, and come check out Omaha for yourself. We'll see you on the next one.